Hi folks, what's up? Welcome to the new video. Now I've seen a lot of you liked my previous trailer for the mod, that is Winterhold renewed, and now I'm gonna show you something. So let's begin with the walkthrough of how all that works, So here we have an entrance. As you can see, there's a new Winterhold logo right above the entrance, and we have these port gates which are pretty sturdy, nothing can pass through them. And here is Winterhold City partial gate opener. So when you click on this is what happens. Only two segments open up, so you can't pass with a horse or carriage. Right when you enter the city, I'm gonna use a torch so we can see better. Right, so one torch, please. Right, so here we have another switch which opens and closes the gates from this side, and you can do that to close city gates. So that's great. Next, when we enter the city, next building is a watchtower, which is pretty high, as you can see, and it has been as on all four sides. And as you can see, there's a city's logo and two crossed swords in the spirit of fight. So that means the guards are gonna be there. And we have this pretty much a new building. Let me show you. Let me tell you something first. So the mod is already updated to the 7th stage, and this is the 8th update that's going to be released a few days after the 7th one. So now it's 2nd of February. It might be at 5th or 7th of February, I don't know. But until then, you can watch my video and see what's coming up in the 8th update. So for now, there are only buildings, only doors. There's no interior. Right now, as you can see, you can open up the door, but nothing really happens. So none of the houses has its interior. But let's go down the streets. Here we have another house. That's a stone house, and as you can see, it's a bit more luxurious than all the other houses. So here we have snowberries, a nice little row, along with pine trees that have been arranged perfectly good. And this is the carriage for the gold transport, and this is the main building that holds it. So this is going to be the treasury house of the Winterhold. As you can see, we have a standard Winterhold logo with the exception of gold coin logo. So that means the treasury house, and that sort of stuff. So this part right here was nothing before we started building up. So as you can see, another watchtower. That one's the highest one, or the highest point, that is. So this is the repaired house. It's been totally destroyed when I started rebuilding the city, and these are large carriages for materials, I don't know, stone, wood, and something like that. So that's the city's property. So they have parked right here next to the Jarl's Longhouse. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. We have Frozen Heart in right here, but we're not gonna go in there. Chicken, that's good. As you can see, everything's been arranged perfectly. The street was only from this to that part, but the new street has been put on this side, and you can see it's pretty much steep in this part right here. And this is one of the houses built on the steep slope. So when you take a look at the city from this point, it looks really beautiful. Now it's night, so you can't really see much. And on this point we have one more house. There's been nothing to be clear. Even these walls were built after that. And as we move on to the mid entrance, that is, we have another two houses, you know, that really fit nicely. That really fit nicely with these mountains, cliffs, you know. And here we have another entrance. So this is the mid entrance. We have one more. So it works just like the first one. You can partly open the gate, and important thing to mention that you can only open as much from this point right here, from these ones. You can open and close these two bars, but nothing more. The full gate opener would be located in this right here, in a watchtower. For each entrance there's one watchtower in which the activator will be installed, you know. So you can't really enter it before you alert the guards, you know. So when speaking about the watchtower, let's go and see one on the highest point, that is. You know, there's a lot of stairs too, but it looks perfectly when you go up here. You know, it's clear view. You can see the fighting arena, you can see the center, you can see the temple, you can see the most important thing in the Winterhold, and that's the Winterhold College. That's just beautiful on this watchtower. And one more important thing to mention, that each of the watchtowers would be fit with the door, the opening at the top, so you could climb up and take a look at this, and that serves one main purpose, and that's for the archers, so they can use their bows and arrows when somebody's about to intrude the city. But I think that's never gonna happen, because it's gonna be secured firmly. So speaking of that, everything's secured in the Winterhold. So let's get back down. And these magical street lights are just beautiful. I mean, to me, that's something unique that you can't see anywhere else in the Skyrim, let alone some city. Alright, so here we have the entrance to the center of the town. As you can see, pretty much distinctive fence that has Winterhold logo on it on each segment. I forgot. We need more torches. So that's one, you know, nice thing to have. And here we go. There's the center. We have a lot of things related to the magic. You know, we have these, I don't know what to call that. It looks like a portal, but it's really not a portal. It's just a magical light dancing, you know. But, you know, these states were put into place to allow for the magical stuff, you know. And this is the magical orb held by a mage statue. Now, how beautiful is that? And this is the Giuliano. That's his shrine or something. And here we have the Azura's hex floor that looks really stunning and amazing in this part, but it's not finalized yet, so we might see some benches or something like that in the future. Right here have some more carriages, but let's move on. One house, and here's the temple. It looks really stunning and really nice. So the temple is it's really great. It's octagonal shape. I forgot to mention that. It has golden door frame with golden door. That's really good. And here we can see the College of Winterhold, the greatest sight from the city. But is the second most important thing in this town, in this city. for, which is going to be popular, is the fighting arena. And it's not going to be just any fighting arena, you know. There's not going to be just, you know, street fights like you can see with the bandits or something like that. It's going to be strictly magical fights. So you can see Hagravens, you can see mages fighting, you can see Atronach, you can see pretty much anything related to magic and stuff like that. But it's long from being finished, you know. It's far from being finished. But at least you have something to look forward, you know. I mean, it's 8th update, but I don't think it's gonna be ready, I don't know, before 20th update. So that's really after. But it's pretty cool feature to have. It's suspended by these colossal chains along with 2 Winterhold flags. That's really greatly engineered, with more chains pulling it to this pillar right here. It's been a great thing to, you know, to engineer. And here we have another house. This is one of the most important buildings when it comes to security. And this is the barracks. So this is where the guards will be located. You know, it's a bit elevated from the floor, you know, but it's good. We have more carriages, and these are for the guards and, you know, these are the prisoners. We have more houses. Oh, this one I forgot to mention. And these are 2 beautiful 2-story houses. That's for a bit more fortunate people, a bit more rich people. But anyway, that's good. You know, it's just how big the fighting arena is. You can just take a look at it. It's almost as big as the college. You know, wow, it's just wow. And these arches are beautifully made with the logo on top. So let's move on to the other part of the town. So, that house, this house was there before, just as this one. But that one, this is where the blacksmith's gonna live. So we need a torch again. So this is his property. As you can see, the blacksmith's forge, the smelter, you know, everything located at the porch, made out of stone, covered to allow for working whenever he wants to, you know. Large trees, wow, really beautiful. And it is a juniper tree, you know, just for decoration, but might serve a purpose when making it made or something like that. Nicely made stairs by hand, that's really beautiful. 2 market stalls, you know, but this is not the final location, you know. They're gonna be put onto something like stone or something like that, leveled, you know. I don't like the look of this, to be honest. You know, it looks like it's been abandoned for years. But now at least we know that the market would be one important part of this city. Moving on to the other part of the city, see, everything's secured with these massive walls, so nobody can intrude the city. So that's one thing to look forward to, be relaxed and to enjoy the city and the view. You know, wherever you look from the Winterhold, it's a great and beautiful view, you know. And this is the 3rd watchtower, so everything's been located just perfectly. So this is the 3rd entrance. Just have to be precise. Clicking on this one, it works just the same as the other 2, and you can see that's beautiful view, beautiful, just beautiful. I really like what I see here. Yeah, just that mountain and this one and the college. I don't know, it's really stunning. You have another Winterhold City partial gate opener, but that's okay. Let's close this. We don't want anybody else in the city. So that's cool. Goes back. And let me show you one final part for this video. And that's gonna be the magic shop. The thing that's gonna bring most attention to the city. It's a great look even from here. Wow, wow, just wow. So there's the shop. It's been already swallowed by these icicles. Nice. Just formed like it was there for centuries, and I mentioned that on my mod page. Of course, Winterhold logo and door. You know, this magical blue light. You can see blue outlines. That's beautiful. You can see the fighting arena in its full glory. Just look how massive that thing is. And the chains. Just can't believe it. You know, it's suspended. And when it finally finalizes all the work that has to be done, when it finally gets finished, that is, you would have to walk, you know, behind these walls and climb into the fighting arena, and there would be benches, it would be something to eat, something, you know, and there's gonna be a lot of people, and we will, you know, I'll try to make something, you know, different every day. You would have fightings every day in a week, you know, 7 days a week, pretty much all the time. There's gonna be some fight, but it's gonna be determined in what time it will occur, you know. But anyway, that's gonna bring a lot of attention from the people of the Winterhold, which are gonna be many, because just take a look how developed it is now. Just can't see it all. Let's just walk towards the entrance once again. Yeah, and I forgot to mention, there will be patrolling guards, even more of them. There'll be guards at the entrances, guards on the watchtowers, within the towers, within the barracks. There'll be all guards. But it's gonna be safe at least. Just take a look at this watchtower. It's so high, you can see some clouds. Wow. Just wow. And you can remember what tiny place this was before. With just 2 or 3 houses, and half of them destroyed, you know. Nothing but a few bushes, and a few boulders here and there, you know. Everything was just forgotten. And now that I finally got my hands on this, I want to make it something most beautiful in the Skyrim, something unique, really. And I hope you do enjoy my work. As I saw, we already got about 30 likes and nearly 1,000 views on the trailer for this one. And that's the thing I see you like, you know. And on the mod page we have almost 5,000 views and 350 downloads. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be some words too. So that's all for this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to check out my mod. You have the link in the description, and if you want it, make sure you click tracking mod, you know, because I update it pretty much every week, to be sure, because sometimes it might pass 2 or 3 days between the updates, but sometimes if it's something more serious to do, you know, it might take a week or so, but nothing too much. So that's all, and see you next time.